Crews from multiple agencies brought Bobcats Monday to clear a homeless camp near Pryor Street and Memorial Drive in downtown Atlanta.
I'm not sad. I love to be in a place to stay. That would be crazy.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So let's talk about what's really going on in Atlanta right now, because it's not really sitting right with me. The fact that Atlanta has this mayor, right, that just came out talking about, you know, they're gonna clear out these homeless camps pretty much, and they've already started doing that, and they saying that it's for safety reasons, right? Supposedly it was all supposed to be based on some recommendation from the workforce committee talking about how it's unsafe for people to be living in tents, and they're pretty much saying how they're going to be moving these folks to a safer place where they can become self-sufficient. But let's be real, okay? I feel like that's just talk. I feel like that's just like a PR spin to make it sound like they're doing something helpful for the community. You know, there's a lot of people in Atlanta that are homeless, and it's no secret that, you know, rent has gone up. I've seen some crazy shit in Atlanta, but I just feel like they're trying to make it sound like they're doing something to really help the community when really they're not. You know, they have to realize, like, these are real people. Like, they're really like taking these people out of where they call home. Like, I get it. You don't want people to see all of these homeless people, you know what I'm saying, downtown in Atlanta. But at the same time, like, what are y'all doing to really fix it? Y'all building all these buildings, y'all putting all these businesses out here, but y'all are not creating enough places for these homeless people to go. Every time they do these camp sweeps, right, they treat these people like trash. Like, I saw, you know, all the footage, you know, they basically piling up these tents, personal items that's in these tents, sleeping bags. Even a person one time got like caught up inside the tent and ended up dying. He was sleeping in his tent and he ended up being unalived. You know what I'm saying? They need to be checking inside these tents to make sure that there's nobody in them. And they also said that they gave these people a notice, but I feel like, what's a notice when you don't have a phone, an address? Like, how are you going to really give them a notice? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does a notice mean? You know what I'm saying? To somebody that's living inside of a tent. And this is no shade. Like, their life is literally wrapped up in a tent. And somebody can literally just come and just toss it in a dumpster, and it's just like nothing that they can do about it because they're sleeping on public property. Yeah, we definitely have a homeless problem, and I feel like it's all about image, honestly, because they don't want the tourists that are coming into Atlanta and investors that are coming into Atlanta to see all of the homelessness that's going on. They don't want them to see the real, you know what I'm saying, like the real thing that's going on in Atlanta. They don't want them to see that because it stops their money. So instead of investing in a solution to help these people, they just sweep these people away like dirt, and they hope that the problem just disappears. But we all see it, and it's real. The struggle is real out here for a lot of people, and I'm really tired of seeing so many people, you know, treated like they're just disposable. But, you know, I am such a small grain to a big giant. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to give my opinion. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Last Thursday, I believe it was last Thursday, Cornelius was an unsheltered man who lived on Wheat Street, Old Wheat, in an encampment back there, and was run over and crushed during a sweep. It is not typical that someone speaks this much during this time, but I think it is important to name that Cornelius was not just an unsheltered person. To the press that might be in the room, he was a person. Start using his name. He's not an unsheltered man. Cornelius is only in his late 40s. I want to thank his family for being here, who we'll hear from today. But a couple of things. There has to be a change in how we handle homelessness. It is not working. It has not been working. Our PIT count last January, this council has still not received an update from Continuum of Care on the PIT count, which tells us how many unsheltered people on the street. They're fighting us on summer PIT counts. When more folks are on the street, we can get a more accurate number. Continuum of Care should not be fighting council on a legislative priority to have our off years be in the summer. That is a basic thing, and it is low cost. The 2024 HUD award gave them $14,500,000. They were awarded an additional $4.6 million by the mayor, and with construction included, that's $24 million. Where's the money going? So I would like, I'm thankful for our CDHS Chair, Councilmember Winston, who's going to help with this, but Continuum of Care needs to come and present before council. We need to understand the process. That does not mean the investigation. You don't have to speak on that, but you sure can break down to us what happened and why, and who was on site and who was responsible. And also, we will not allow an employee to be scapegoated for this. We need to understand what happened. So be calling for that, and I do have a paper today calling for a moratorium on all sweeps until we understand. Because you don't clean sweeps, you house them. I'm sorry, you don't sweep encampments, you house them. Right. And again, not that. And if there had been case managers on the ground to build relationships with people there, the same people and the case managers who deserve to be paid living wages, and we retained them, if we had them, then Cornelius would have been housed. It shouldn't have taken a year of outreach and him not to be housed. And if anyone tells you he didn't want to leave, that has nothing to do with it. I don't care if I don't care if he was an addict. I don't care if he was struggling with addiction. Everybody in this room is struggling with something. He deserved to be housed. Housing is a human right. And because these pictures got confiscated, this is Cornelius Taylor.